Let's talk about liberty. Not the bullshit slogan that politicians slap on bumper stickers or the hollow soundbite they spew in debates. I'm talking about real liberty. The kind the Enlightenment was all about. The kind that meant breaking free from the chains of tyranny, exploitation, and the endless flood of lies. But here we are, in 2025, watching as those ideals get stomped into the dirt while the very people responsible stand on the sidelines, smug as hell, pointing fingers at anyone but themselves. They rob us blind of our rights, our dignity, and even our future, and then toss out some shiny distraction to keep us from noticing. Are you fooled? Because I sure as hell am not. The Enlightenment, that was supposed to be the age of reason, right? A time to see through the lies of kings and priests who claimed they ruled by divine right. But look around. The kings are still here. Only now they wear tailored suits and sit in boardrooms, not thrones. And the priests? They've been reborn as media talking heads and corporate propagandists. They tell you the reason life feels like an endless uphill battle isn't because they've gutted wages, slashed healthcare, and sold off our futures. Oh no. It's because of immigrants, or trans kids, or drag queens, or whoever the scapegoat of the week happens to be. It's the oldest trick in the goddamn book. Divide and distract. But let's stop for a second and get real about this. The Enlightenment wasn't just about political freedom. It was also about economic freedom. Thinkers like Adam Smith, that guy they love to misquote, didn't dream of a world where markets ruled over people. No, he wanted markets to serve society. He wanted economic systems that uplifted people, not turn them into fucking cogs in a profit machine. Fast forward to today, and what do we have? CEOs debating whether their vacation home should overlook the Seine or the Mediterranean, while the rest of us debate whether we can afford insulin or rent. That's not liberty. That's indentured servitude with extra steps. And the assholes responsible are hoping you'll be too busy yelling at someone poorer and more powerless than you to notice. Why do you think they give a shit about trans kids playing sports? Do they really think that's why wages haven't budged in 50 years? Or why half of us are 1 minute medical bill away from losing everything? No, they don't give a single damn about that kid. They care about keeping you pissed off and distracted. They want you angry, scared, and pointing your rage in every direction except theirs. Because if you're busy blaming your neighbor, you're not asking why Jeff Bezos makes more in a second than you'll see in a lifetime. Rousseau had a name for this. He called it a broken social contract, a society where the few exploit the many while pretending it's all fair and square. That's exactly what's happening here. The game is rigged, the deck is stacked, and the house always fucking wins. And the cherry on top? They've weaponized distraction politics to keep us at each other's throats while they laugh all the way to the bank. But here's the thing. The Enlightenment didn't just give us words. It gave us a weapon, reason, the ability to see through the lies, to analyze who's really behind the curtain. And let me spell it out for you. It's not the vulnerable. It's not the marginalized. It's not the ones just trying to live their lives with a shred of dignity. It's the billionaires, the corporations, and the politicians who dance to their fucking tune. They're the ones hoarding the wealth, consolidating the power, and treating the rest of us like pawns in their endless chess game of greed. But we don't have to play their game. We don't have to take their bait. We can demand better. We can stand shoulder to shoulder with the people they want us to hate and fight back against the ones they want us to obey. Liberty, equality, solidarity. These aren't just fluffy ideals. They're necessities. They're the backbone of a world worth living in. But here's the real question. Are we going to fight for them? Or are we just going to sit here, heads down, while the distractions win? Let me tell you something. The fight won't be easy. They've got the money, the media, and the mechanisms of power on their side. But we've got the truth. And we've got each other. And if history teaches us anything, it's that when people rise, when the many stand together against the few, change isn't just possible, it's inevitable. So let's rise. Let's refuse to be divided. Let's demand the liberty and dignity that every single one of us deserve. Because if we don't, who will? And if not now, when?